Hi. I don't really have anywhere to film anything yet because I don't have an office. I don't really know where to go. So I'm sitting on the ground in my new little LA home. If you haven't watched my video, my little LA home, it's my most recent video. But I took you all on a tour of the space that I'm currently in, but I thought it would be fun to kind of go through my plans for decorating this home, because in the new year, I am going to focus a lot on decorating this place because I need furniture. I need like a sofa to sit on. I need a desk to do work on. And I kind of talked about like a little bit the plans for this place, but I thought we'd go room by room and I can tell you my decorating approach and ideas and pulling stuff from my mood board, you know, all of the above. Let's talk about the living room area first, where we are. I have a fireplace right in the middle, and I don't want to put the sofa right across from it. I want the sofa to be on one side of the fireplace and then have a coffee table and then two chairs, if that makes sense. And then on this big wall, I want a big entertainment center. I didn't want the TV to be the focal point, especially since this place is somewhat small. Having a big black screen wasn't of interest to me. And then, you know, I think I want in this corner a big, large tree maybe. I need a lot of big, bulky furniture items, and this is kind of the layout plan that I was thinking and some of the inspiration I'm going off of for this space. Other than that, I actually kind of like the sconces. I don't feel like it's necessary to replace them. I guess I could. I think above the fireplace, I could do some really fun art, maybe a really big piece of art, or, you know, a mixture of art pieces. I'm just so excited to not have my TV above the fireplace, to be honest. So then we can move over to this blank wall. And I think this is the perfect spot for a cool credenza or table with a big mirror above it. Something that I can have like some catch-all bowls for my keys, some extra storage. Not that I really need any extra storage in this place, but this is the perfect wall for some like cool decor piece, especially when you first walk in the door. This is kind of what you see. So I love the idea of having a mirror there and like having it reflect the window. Now let's move over into the little bar area. This is technically my dining space. I really want some cool bar stools. This place is really old. It's very French feeling. It's very Spanish feeling. So I feel like with my decor, I'm actually going to lean more into mid-century, more modern, like really unique bar stool pieces like these. Because I just feel like I can't really have more old stuff. Like I have a lot of old vintagey art, which really fits in with this place, but it feels almost all of the same. And if you watch my channel, I like to recommend to keep things different. And because this place is really old, I feel like it needs some like cool, modern, just a different style than what the bones of this place is bringing. Does that make sense? Okay. And as for the kitchen, I don't really have a crazy amount of plans for this space. I'm not a huge fan of the color. I like beige, but it doesn't feel like the right beige. And there's also this weird line where the bar ends and where the paint is. I don't know. What are your thoughts on how to go about this? I don't really know. I don't know. I have to get people's opinions, but even Kate doesn't really know what to do with this weird paint line. But I want to fill this area with, you know, fun art, or maybe like wine racks, or I don't know. If you have any suggestions for this spot, I think it could be really fun. And then I actually really love this wooden lamp that I have on the bar already, how it's like the same wood. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's take a quick little break to talk about today's sponsor, HomeAglow. HomeAglow is a 5-star house cleaning service with very affordable prices. What makes HomeAglow such a great service is that you are supporting local cleaners in your own community. 100% of the cleaning fees and tips go directly to the cleaner, which is ideal. To schedule a cleaning, you simply go to HomeAglow's website to choose the day or time you're looking for and the duration of your cleaning. Schedule something for this week or next month so you can check that off your to-do list. I found the HomeAglow experience super easy, super user-friendly, and my cleaner was extremely nice and very good. I really loved that all the cleaners are background checked. I also could look at all of the reviews of the cleaners I was choosing from. With the holidays right around the corner, things are about to start getting busier than ever. So why not take cleaning off of your plate and use HomeAglow? Head to homeaglow.com/PaigeWassel and get your first cleaning for only $9. Thanks again, HomeAglow, for sponsoring this video and for allowing me to move into a very clean house. My bedroom is an area that I feel like could come together pretty quickly, but it does need a lot of help. I do like the color. I'm not going to paint it because it's a pretty big paint job that I honestly do like the color, but it does get a little dreary in my bedroom. So I'm thinking that I need, some warm wood tones, and I want to fill this whole wall, again, with like a big built-in. I'm really into these giant built-in pieces that feel like they come with the house. I don't know why. I just think they look really cool and complete a space. I want this mid-century bed frame, and I wouldn't say I would normally go for a mid-century bed frame, but because of the style of this house, it feels like it will work really nicely. So I'm still waiting to see if I can purchase this guy. It's from Facebook Marketplace. And then I did find these like shelving unit things that I really like, but it doesn't really go with the bed frame. So I'm torn on this. I guess we'll see if I get the bed frame, but I guess you get the idea of what I'm going for. And then this little area where I'm going to put a makeup desk or vanity, small little makeup vanity, I think I could get something really cool, maybe something Art Deco or just something super unique because it's pretty small, and I think I could get a really cool chair to go with it. This whole house has such good bones that it'll be really easy to furnish, I think. We'll see. As for the linen closet area, I do want to replace the knobs. The doorknobs are a similar thing where it's like the diamond or whatever that is. I like the doorknobs, but I think I could find something even more unique for the linen closet knobs. I have these old knobs that my parents had on their kitchen cabinets, and I want to try those out, but I don't know. I have to do some research to see what I want to do for that. But I do want to make this place feel a little bit more masculine. I don't like using the terms masculine and feminine because it's all one thing, It's like, what is masculine decor? What is feminine decor? But I don't know how else to describe my style. I like darker colors. I don't like diamond flashy glam stuff, and I don't know, I just feel like these knobs are kind of glam, so I want to replace those. I'm gonna hang this mirror. It's just an IKEA mirror in the hallway, which I think is great. I really want to put an art light above the mirror to give this like kind of effect, which I think would be really cool. And then I don't know, other than that, I think, it's just maybe putting a little rug in there. I already installed the dimmers, so we're pretty much good to go. For the bathroom, I think it would be really fun to paint this a great color. I even thought about wallpapering it, but once I got here, I was like, the bathtub is white, the tile is white, the medicine cabinet is white, the sink, it's just like a lot of white. So then I felt like wallpaper might be a little too intense. I might copy Kate and use this color that she has in her bedroom. It's kind of like this yellowy gold chartreuse color, but I don't know, I have a lot of green already, so I really have to explore what I'm gonna do with this bathroom, but it does need a lot of help. I need all new towels, it needs a really cool rug, and I want to do the ceiling shower curtain. And that's where I'm going to make either a custom shower curtain or use a real curtain. I've just had trouble finding shower curtains that I really like. So I'm going to explore making my own because I think that would be fun. And it would be like a custom size because if I'm hanging the shower curtain from the ceiling, I think it would need to be custom. So that is the plan for the bathroom. Oh, and I do think this is the one sconce that I'll probably replace, the one that's above the sink in this bathroom. I think I could do something more unique. I don't want to replace every sconce in this place because I do like them, but that's one where I'm like, I could put something cool there. And it would be really easy to switch back when I move out. So easy fix. Now let's go outside. Here is kind of my inspiration for this outside little area. I want to deck this out. I want to put stone on the ground so we have a flat area. I don't really like the stepping stones they have now. It's like those fake stone things that you see at like, I don't know, the Kalahari at the Wisconsin Dells or something. I want to grow more vines up the side so that I have a little bit more privacy and I don't want to see this like, you know, the metal fence. Half of it's covered, half of it's not, so I want to grow more vines and string lights. There's just so much I can do to this space. And then I'm debating between getting a long, like wood, like very skinny table with mix match chairs, or maybe doing a smaller bistro table. I have to take some measurements out there to make sure and see like what's going to fit. But ultimately, I think this little area could be so good. I mentioned a little bit in my other video that this is my inspiration for converting this garage into an office, and it still is my inspo. There's some tweaks. I've been working with the carpenter. I've drawn up these like hilarious sketches with measurements and kind of the idea that I'm going after. I want a lot of hidden storage, but I also want open shelving. I'm never going to park my car in there because we're in California, so it can stay on my driveway. It also doesn't even fit. It's the smallest, like skinniest garage, but perfect for an office. So yeah, I'm gonna do it all out of plywood. And I want two like cool office chairs in case I have friends who want to come over and work with me. And then I wanna hang this pendant bulb thing. I actually bought this for my Chicago place and I never used it and it's just been in storage. So I want to hang this in the garage. And there's weirdly an outlet right in the middle of the ceiling in the garage. So I could definitely hang some sort of light fixture. And the light that's in there now is definitely like a garage light. I would never want to turn it on, basically. And then I'm gonna hang my big red piece of art in there because why not? And I'm gonna use it as a mood board. So I'm going to use the blue painter's tape to make it like a mood board for whatever I want to hang up there, I guess. And yes, I will be getting a rug. I want like an old vintage one that, you know, you could walk on with your shoes. So it's like indoor, outdoor in a way. I'm never going to be able to make the garage feel completely like an indoor space. And I don't want it to feel exactly like that, but I want it to feel really nice when I have to go do computer work or film or ship out boxes. I want to be in the space, you know? So I think you kind of get the idea of how I want to decorate this spot. And if you're interested, just keep watching my channel, subscribe, and let me know how you would like these videos. Like, should I post more often of just like my daily stuff that I'm working on? Or do you want like before and after bathroom reveal? Which I guess we could do both. Let me know your thoughts on that. All right, well, I'm very excited to get started decorating. All the decorating content is going to be coming in the new year, but in the meantime, I'll be just chatting like we always do. Happy holidays. I might be posting one more before we're on winter vacation. All right, see you in the next one. Goodbye.